I'm getting ready to take my kitchen counter compost container scraps out to the garage where I'm going to put them in the Bokashi bucket. And I keep my Bokashi buckets in my garage. They do not smell because they have airtight gamma lids on them. They're just 5-gallon buckets from one of the big box stores. And it's not too hard to just walk from the kitchen to the garage and pop it in. I do keep them next to a little table, so I have something to set this on. I keep the Bokashi brand right there. And here are my buckets. The top one is the one I'm currently filling. See if I can do this one-handed. Nope. I would like to point out another reason they don't smell, in addition to this 2-piece gamma lid that is airtight, is because my buckets have no drainage. A lot of the buckets that the people want to sell you online have a spout to drain the liquid, and they tell you can use this, it's going to be amazing on your plants, and that might be, but I'm not putting mystery liquid that has had raw meat and cooked foods on my plants. No thank you. And I don't want anywhere where it could smell. So this is a fully contained unit. You do not need this part. This is an airscape lid. I just use it it doesn't keep the smell out. That's not what it's for. It's for pushing down the food in my mind. And this is what it looks like. And we've got the wonderful white mold. This is the anaerobic mold that is wonderful for Bokashi, which is an anaerobic process. And I'm just gonna dump this entire thing in. Let me see if I can rig my camera up to show you. Okay, I've got my phone balancing on the railing. Let's hope I don't knock it off. Just gonna add everything in here. This has got some raw chicken. This has leftover food that no one ate. It has cooked food, it has oily food, it has dairy. This is the microbe inoculated bran. I'm just gonna take a handful, sprinkle it on the top. You could just use a piece of cardboard to push down right now. I'm gonna use my airscape lid, push it down, because air is your enemy of this process. It's completely anaerobic. There we go. Tighten that up, all done. Once that bucket that I'm filling right now is completely full, the lid will go on and be sealed, and then it's just gonna sit unopened for about 3 weeks while everything in it is fermented by the anaerobic microbes in that bran. All right. Once it is fermented, it then needs to be either added to a compost pile. And so this is gonna go into, when I flip the compost pile, get it heating back up. The most part, this Bokashi is just really, it's breaking down so fast. You can see the steam, right? Trenched in your garden or added to a soil factory. So that it can then go through an aerobic decomposition process. If you trench it in your garden, you're not going to want to plant there for a good 6 weeks. If you do a soil factory, those typically take a month to a month and a half. And if you add it to your compost pile, it is going to help heat up if you're attempting a hot compost pile, it's going to help it heat up super fast.